Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we have a special treat for you because you're gonna watch Gloria get adjusted. I'm gonna roll you forward. Are you ready? Here it comes. But before you watch her adjustment, I want to show you and kind of summarize with you what she's been doing over the past few months. You actually started working with us on our team a few months ago, and you also started chiropractic care at the same time. Tell us like some of the symptoms you were having before you started chiropractic care, and what were some of the things that were bothering you or concerns of yours?
So I was having a lot of like flare-ups in the mid-back, in like the rib area. I was getting some headaches and I had some just tension in the neck. I've always been self-conscious about my posture as well, so.
Yeah. And then so we did 3 months of continuous chiropractic care and then repeated your x-rays. What were some of the changes you noticed after 3 months of care?
I feel like I have more like comfort when I'm trying to go to sleep too. Like
Oh,
it's
that's
not as
great.
much like stiffness, and I'm a side sleeper, so I know sometimes that can cause issues. But the headaches haven't been as frequent, which is nice. And I feel like I've been resting better also.
I'm glad the headaches are fewer. Certainly we're not done, but we made some progress. So you guys want to see what the x-rays look like. This right here is the before. And one of the things we had noticed when we first saw this was there's signs of old trauma. See how the corner is slanted? That means at some point there's been some whiplash where the bones collided together and the corner of that bone got crushed. So notice, you see the dashes? That's how your neck was. And see that curved line? That's how it should be. So these dashes need to line up with that curve. This curve is the normal curve, and yours is like this. After 3 months of care, your neck is not a reversed curve anymore. It's actually starting to show curve. So the dashes need to line up with that curved line. So they are lining up way better than before. You see how this comes forward in front of that curved line? And now it doesn't do that anymore. And look at what happened to the angle. It went from 13 degrees to what?
26.6?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's a big change, you know.
You're not subscribed. If you're enjoying this video, consider liking and subscribing.
But we also know that below 14, it presses on the brainstem. Pressing on the brainstem affects our sleep, but it also affects our ability to pay attention to things, to focus on things. It can cause mood swings, anxiety, and depression as well. So all of that is going to help you sleep better when that curve improves. And then the other thing we noticed was you had forward head posture of 14 millimeters, 14.3, which means your head was forward of your shoulders, and now that's down to only 2 millimeters.
Wow.
It's the difference between holding a bowling ball here and holding it out here. You get tired faster here. You can hold this a lot longer. Now, I know you've been doing a really good job of using the Denerol. The Denerol is a foam wedge we put under the neck, and she lies on that for 10 minutes a day, every day, and she did that to achieve this change. But we're gonna keep doing that for another few months. Let's go do an adjustment. Let's bring everybody, you all can watch. And one of the things we didn't show everybody on x-ray is that you actually have rotation of two bones on the left side in the upper lumbar spine. And that is why when I press here, there's tenderness, but when I press here, that's less tender. Am I correct?
Yep, you're right.
All right. So we want to adjust that. So this bone needs to rotate forward here and come back here in this motion. Let's do that. Before I do that, let me look at your leg length as well, because we want your legs to be perfectly level. A lot of times when there's tension on the spinal cord, pelvis becomes uneven and the leg length changes. Right now, your left leg is shorter than the right one by about more than a quarter inch, less than half an inch. And so we want this and this to line up perfectly after the adjustment. Let's have you turn on your side, face toward me. Look at you, you've been practicing. We're gonna do a small traction of the spine by pulling that bottom leg. Bring this hand a bit lower, elbow back just a bit. We're gonna rotate this forward. This was the bone we're adjusting. Again, we wanna do a rotational adjustment, not extension, not lateral flexion, rotation. So we're gonna contact here, and I'm gonna roll you forward. Are you ready? Here it comes. Sounded nice. Felt good?
Very crunchy.
Go on your belly. So, let me know if that is less tender than before. Wonderful. And now let's check and see if your leg length evened out. So we're gonna gently lift to take some pressure off the hamstrings. The leg length did not fully even out. It's better than it was, but it didn't fully even out, which means there's still some tension on the spinal cord. And when we bring him up, it stays longer on this side. If they switch, that means the problem's still on this side. If it doesn't switch, that means now the problem's on this side. So let's have you turn and face this way. And this one's going to be a lower pelvic adjustment, also known as the sacroiliac joint. I'm going to slide you just a tiny bit back right there. A small traction here. The knee needs to go really high up for this one. I'm going to hold here, bring this back, and we're going to contact here, and this is going to go in this direction. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Beautiful. On your stomach. Now we're going to check the leg length again. If it didn't even out, that means there's something going on in your neck also. Let's see. And they evened out perfectly. Next, we need to continue to work on balancing the curve in your neck. Also, you'll notice tenderness there. Mm-hmm. Do you remember what this is?
Is it my rib again?
It is your rib again. Did you bring the barbecue sauce?
I think so.
Okay, good. If not, we'll put it back in, let it marinate. And there's tenderness here too. Turn over on your back. I'm going to adjust your ribs with you on your back. Mm-hmm. It's one rib on each side. On the left, it's the upper T2 and T3. Straighten this knee. Just leave this one. Mm-hmm. Good. Perfect. And interlock. Take a... That's the spot? Mm-hmm. Okay. Deep breath. Exhale. All right. Moved a few of those. Mm-hmm. Less tender? Mm-hmm. Okay. Now the one on the other side. Breathe in again and out. Beautiful. Hands on your belly. And now let's look at your neck. And again, the purpose of this adjustment is to restore the proper curve of the neck. Although we did have a side, notice there's pain there. Mm-hmm. And less pain here?
They're about the same.
They're the same. Yeah. All right. So let's do this. I'm going to do a pull, just a very gentle pull. Mm-hmm. Good. Did that change the tenderness?
Not really.
No. And this side still tender?
Yes. Okay.
So now what I'm going to do is contact here. Mm-hmm. We're going to tilt over and back. This hand is going to go up and back. Mm-hmm. Come back to center. And tell me if the tenderness changed.
Yeah.
Good. Mm-hmm. Now this side. Tender? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. You may want to come over to this side. So we're going to go right on that spot. Back. Good. This hand's going to go up and back. Mm-hmm. And back to center. I didn't hear a pop that time, did you?
I did not.
Okay.
No.
Is it still tender?
No.
Okay. Well, that means it moved without a pop, and we don't complain about that, although everybody loves that pop. That's not what it's about. How does this area feel? Any discomfort on either side?
The tiniest bit. On both
right
sides.
or left? Both. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, we'll go this way. We'll tilt up and do one last one. And that one certainly did make some noise. Mm-hmm. And let's press again.
Yeah, it's gone.
Good. And these are still okay.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Brand new and perfect. Good for 10,000 miles. My pleasure. Test it out. When you stand up, see how everything feels.
Yep, everything's good.
Awesome. Well, thanks for being on the video with us and allowing everybody to watch your adjustment. You did great. We'll keep working, and then maybe in a year we'll do some post x-rays again, and then we'll update everybody on how you're doing.
Cool.
Awesome. Take care, everyone.
Thanks for watching.